This is a Glock-17. I just added the flashlight attachment recently, but this is by far one of my favorite guns to shoot. Now, I know the Glock-17 is a very controversial gun, but I still think it's one of the best guns to have, or at least to shoot once in your life. That's why I made this top 5 reasons why I like the Glock-17, with one of the reasons being 17 in the clip, or I guess 18 plus 1, or 17 plus 1. And honestly, 17, like I would say 14 and more, like maybe around 20, is the standard for handguns. Not too much, not too little, it's like right in the middle. You can shoot almost as much as you want and at least land one of those shots, where it's not too much to where it's going to be heavy, where if you decide to carry with it, it's not going to pull your pants down or just feel like there's a lot of weight. Why does that sound so weird? Did that not sound weird? Another reason why I like the Glock-17 is that it feels pretty ergonomic. And I know in my last video I did say I didn't like how like the slide kind of felt. I had to readjust, but it's like everything just kind of makes sense. You got grips here, which I've never really had before, and it feels pretty good. It feels like I could really get a good hold of the gun. Now there are drawbacks to that, but overall I think I kind of like it. The stippling is pretty natural, like it's very smooth, not too rough, not too smooth. With my everyday carry handgun, like the grip is really good, but it's a little too aggressive where it could sometimes rub on the skin and it could irritate after a long while. So like the soft grip texture is really nice. However, I do believe like if it gets wet, you know, you might lose a little bit of friction, but it's very ergonomic. Like everything just flows naturally. Like the angle on this like just looks like how you're supposed to be, like just aiming, right? It's like almost on the gun myself. Like that's how it's supposed to be. So, and obviously this handgun is unloaded, I've checked. But it's like the basic design. It's like the golden standard of handguns, is what I'm trying to say. Now the third reason why I like this handgun is because of the weight. Now which one do you think weighs more? Right? I mean, I don't know if they probably look similar. One might look smaller than the other. But this gun, I don't know for whatever reason, but with this gun on a full mag compared to this gun on a full mag, this one feels a lot lighter for some reason. I don't know if it's just because of plastic or the metals that's used, but my everyday carry handgun just feels very heavy. That's my biggest problem with it right now. Is like I notice that it's there when, like, you know, when you carry, you kind of almost don't want to know that it's there, right? Now another thing that I love about this handgun is the iron sights. Now, some people may not be a fan of this, but this one has like a little U, I don't know what the actual name is called. It has like a little U indicator. You line it up, boom, like it's just very like, I don't know how to explain it. It's very different, because usually it'll be like 2 dots and then the dot, right? Where I know in like maybe a stressful situation you might confuse one of those dots with being the front sight instead of the rear sight, where this one you could easily tell what the back side is and what the front side is. Like, so when you come up to a draw, it's pretty easy to indicate, okay, what's the front sight, what's the back sight. The last thing you're going to want to worry about is which dot is which one's my rear sight, which was my front sight. And it may seem stupid to think about that, but in a stressful situation you just never know, especially when it's dark. It could be nighttime or daytime, something might just be blinding you, you never know. That's something I really like about this. It's very different, very unique. That's one of the reasons why I like this Glock-17, even though it's pretty controversial. Now the biggest thing, the top 5th reason why I like the Glock-17, or probably just Glocks in general, is the aftermarket products. Everything is based around Glocks in general, like the holsters, magazines, barrels, like everything's for Glock. It's almost like, which makes it like if you have a broken piece or a problem with your gun, or you just want to upgrade your handgun for a better trigger, threaded barrel, easy to find, easy, and it's probably less expensive too, because the market for that is just so vast, where you're not gonna have to spend a whole lot. I mean, it's gonna be pricey, don't get me wrong, but compared to my CZ, where there's not a whole lot of aftermarket parts, so it's gonna be a little more pricey on that. Where this Glock, have no problem finding aftermarket parts, which is why I like the Glock-17. And those are my top 5 reasons why I like it. Let me know if you guys agree, what I missed, what I didn't miss, and just, you know, like and subscribe to the channel, you know, that helps out a lot. But besides that, I'll see you guys later, and let me know what else you guys want to see. I think I said that already.